Thanks for taking the time to come to learn more about the opportunities afforded to you through the GOALS program. The GOALS program here at NCCC offers work development and continued education training through a Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act grant, WIOA for short. One of the workforce opportunities that we offer is a paid work experience. Myself, Rhonda Bivens Talley, who is the director of the program, as well as Mrs. Emily Worth, who is the assistant director, will guide you through how to be part of our work experience. Participating in a work experience here at Narra County Community College through the GOALS program will allow you to work 20 hours per week. That's up to 20 hours per week, so it's up to you just how many activities you participate in, but there's a maximum of 20 hours per week. You will be paid at a rate of $13 per hour, despite the number of hours, be it 1 through 20 hours. If you do the math, that's a total of $260 per week you could earn by participating in a paid work experience with us. Now, there are different ways that you can take advantage of a work experience. You can work from home, doing self-exploration to learn more about the careers and skills that you're interested in. You could also do a work experience that's in person at a facility of your choice. We will participate with different industries, be them in healthcare, technology, or in manufacturing to afford you that experience. But if there's something that we're offering that you're not interested in, if you can think of a place that you may want to do a work experience, we will try to coordinate that for you. You can either do at home, in person, or a mixture of the two experiences. That's the best of both worlds, I think. Working from home, earning money, and then going to a facility to actually put what you've learned into play. We have a couple of experiences from students that participated in our work experience last year, and one of them was a student working from home, and we created an entire calendar. If you look here, you'll see that there's the entire calendar for 4 weeks of activities. There are 4 weeks of activities that are varied. So some of them are listening to videos, some of them require the person to do some research, some of them require the person to participate in a skills activity. Either way, you'll learn different experiences that will help you be ready for the world of work. As you can see on the calendar, we also tell you how many hours each activity is worth. Some activities are 1 hour. You may listen to a speaker for an hour and then maybe tell us about that speaker and what you've learned. And there are different activities that will pay you up to 5 hours for doing a skills assessment. So you can look through the calendar, pick and choose the activities that you want to participate, and you can even calculate how much money you make that week. Now, why should you do a work experience? There are many reasons you should do a work experience, but some of them would include being able to provide you with transferable skills, so you learn different things by participating in different activities. It's an opportunity for career exploration. Maybe you haven't decided just what you want to do just yet, and participating in a number of these activities will give you a better idea. You'll develop your different skills, you'll gain experience, and you will also add to your resume. But most importantly, you get paid. Now, how do you sign up? I know at this point you must be very excited to learn how in the world will I participate in this work experience from here? We're not exactly having trainings just yet now, are we? But there are different ways you can sign up. There's paperwork that is required, and you will work as a federal student aid. There are different ways for you to participate, but all of them require you to become a federal student aid worker here at the college. All you have to do, first of all, though, is let us know that you're interested. You can call, you can email, or text us. And if you're listening right now, you can actually just raise your hand. We will set up a date for you to come into the college. Everyone is required to do paperwork through our Human Resources Department. When you come into our Human Resources Department, you will speak with someone in Human Resources that is going to require you to have two forms of identification. That's going to be a picture ID and perhaps a birth certificate or a social security card. We will inform you on the paperwork what documentation is actually needed.
I have a couple questions if you don't mind.
Sure, feel free to ask the question, Ms. Emily.
So, what if you start the work experience and then you get a job and you don't have any more time to do this work experience? What happens then?
Well, actually, nothing happens. The paid work experiences are designed for people who are not working, but if you are working part-time, there may be an opportunity for you to get paid for 1 or 2 days per week and then work 1 or 2 days per week. But ideally, it's for the person who is not working at all to increase your working ability and work skills prior to going into a job.
So, can I decide at any time to quit whatever work experience I'm doing, or do I have to give notice, or how would that work if I decided that I don't want to do it anymore? I've gotten all I can out of it.
Well, at that point, you can decide at any point. So it's voluntary. The number of hours that you participate in is entirely up to you. You can participate in 1 hour, you can participate in up to 20 hours, or you don't have to participate at all once you've started. Um, you get paid weekly, so therefore you will be required to fill out a timesheet. And if you don't fill out a timesheet, then there's no payment. There's no consequence for not completing any hours of work experience. You can start it and find out that you don't have the time. You may start it and you may start a new job. There are a number of reasons you may no longer participate once you start, but there's no penalty whatsoever. And it's up to you just how long you participate.
Awesome. I've, I'm good. I have no more questions.
Okay, well, just keep in mind that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And that is a quote from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela. We thank you very much for taking the time to learn more about paid work experiences through the Narra County Community College Goals program.